Hey guys, what's up? This is Jaden and another deck profile coming in your way, and this time it is going to be my Ezel Gurguit deck profile. As you know, my favorite gold paladin outside of Bluish Flames is Ezel, so I have been wanting to mix Ezel with Gurguit for some time, and thanks to Sam loading me some of his stuff, I was able to build up a deck to it, and it's actually a lot of fun to play, performed a lot better than I thought it would. But anyway, let's jump straight into this deck profile. So for the starter, might surprise you a little bit, I'm using Bashkull, and that's just because I, for some reason, cannot find the starter from the starter deck, or the start deck. But Bashkull's really not that bad either. I have used him, and he actually has helped me a couple times. His ability is choose a normal unit from your hand and discard it and place this unit into your soul. Look at the top card of your deck, put it on either the top or the bottom of your deck, and draw a card. If the number of face-up cards in your G-zone is 1 or more, choose one of your units, and it gets plus 5,000 until end of turn. So you can use this to draw another card and give one unit plus 5,000 before you begin a rush. So it's not bad. You can even sometimes control what you draw, so it's actually pretty good. For triggers, we are playing 4 Scarface Lion, because we do play Gurguit, so we want his special trigger that goes into the soul, gives him 5k and lets you draw a card, and then we play 4 Flame of Victory, because Gurguit also requires a Soul Blast as well as our Ezel units, so both of our critical triggers can go into the soul and fuel that. Next, we play 4 copies of Player of the Holy Pipe, Jerry. Another trigger that goes into the soul, so feeds both their skills as well. Really good. His ability is Generation Break 1 Unite. Unite being the ability that is active when you have 2 or more calls during one turn. This unit gets plus 3,000 power, and at the end of the battle that this unit attacked or boosted, put this unit into your soul and countercharge 1. So he gives you some resource back, so really good card, and if you hit him as a stand trigger, it's even better. Then we play 4 copies of Napgal Liberator, because heal triggers are heals, and Sleepy Puppy. He's cute. Grade 1s, we play 4 copies of Holy Mage Ridery. I've never been sure how to pronounce that. The Gold Paladin G Guardian lets his son flip. Then we play 4 Sunshine Knight Jeffrey. Jeffrey, Generation Break 1 Unite. At the end of the battle that this unit boosted, you may place him in your soul. If you do, draw a card. So he goes into the soul and feeds those other skills as well. And he gives you some draw power. So since we don't play draw triggers, that's nice. Next, we play 3 copies of Dawning Knight Gorbadoc. Our Gold Paladin Stride Enabler also can search out Gurguit for you. Depending on what matchup you're in, might determine if you use that or not. And then we play 3 Invitation Liberator Rudd. This card I really, really enjoy. His ability is when an attack hits a Vanguard during a battle that this unit boosted, you may counterblast 1. If you do, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, search for 1 card among them, call it to an open rearguard slot, and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. I like it because you don't have to call Liberators with it, so it's really, really good. Grade 2s. We play 3 Knight of Springs Light Paramour. Paramour is, he basically gives you Unite. You call him and then use his skill to call the second unit, and then you instantly get Unite. It's Unite, he gets plus 2,000 power, so he becomes an 11k attacker, but when he's placed on rearguard, you may counterblast 1. If you do, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, search for 1 card among them, call it to a rearguard in the same column as this unit, and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Then we play 3 copies of Citation Liberator Hele. He is basically the grade 1 version of this guy. So his ability is when he attacks and his attack hits, you can counterblast 1, place him into your soul, look at the top 3, and call 1. So him and Rudd also help feed your soul. So they both help Gurguit as well. So then we play 3 Holy Mage Pwill to continue our superior calling outlets. Its ability is Generation Break 1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard and is boosted, you may counterblast 1. If you do, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, search for 1 from among them, call it to a rearguard, and shuffle your deck. So, more superior calling outlets. All of our grade 2s, with the exception of this one, help you superior call more. And the last grade 2 we play is 2 Knight of the Faint Sun Marchia. Her skill is Unite. At the end of the turn, you may place her into your soul. If you do, you can countercharge 1. She is only 8k, but since there's a mass of ways that we can power up in the deck, that really doesn't matter. So having 2 of her is no big deal. I mean, honestly, if I had 1 more copy of Paramore and 1 more copy of Hele, I'd just cut her, but I don't, so. Then for grade 3s, we play 4 copies of Sunrise Knight, 4 Sunrise Ray Knight Gurguit. 2 of each art. So, Generation Break 2, his skill he's known for, probably, is Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. At the beginning of the guard step of the battle that this unit was attacked, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the 4 cards from the top of your deck, search for 1 card among them, and call it to the rear guard at rest, and shuffle your deck. So, there's that. And then his other skill, which helps you build a field, is during your turn when your G unit strides on this unit, you may counterblast 1. If you do, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, search for 1 among them, call it to rear guard, shuffle your deck, and that unit gets plus 2,000 power until end of turn. So you can really, he can really help you set up a field. And then the last grade 3, obviously we're playing 4 Salvation Line, Grand Ezel Scissors. Still a good meta call because Link Joker absolutely shuts this deck down. So his ability is Limit Break. Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 2, unlock all locked cards, and if the number of Gold Paladin rear guards you have is 5 or 5 until the end of turn, this unit gets plus 10,000 power and plus 1 critical. And at the end of that turn, you can Soul Charge 1 and Countercharge 1. And then his other skill is during your turn, this unit gets plus 1,000 for every Gold Paladin unit you have. So if you have 5 rear guards, he will be 16 when he swings by himself. Plus the boost, obviously. But that is the main deck. So now for, the G Zone. It's all mixed up. We play 1 Golden Dragon, Rising Shine Dragon. His ability is okay. It's Counterblast 1 and choose a face-down card from your G-Zone and turn it face up. When this unit's attack hits a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, search for up to 2 cards from among them, call them to rear guards, and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So, provides a little more pressure for your opponent that you're going to get another hit. Next, we play 1 Golden Knight of Incandescence, Ebracus. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, you may Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. If you do, look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, search for 1 among them, call it to an open rearguard, and put them on the bottom of your deck in any order. So, he's pretty good as well. And then we play 2 copies of Golden Dragon Scourge Point Dragon. This is the best stride to go to first if you're on Gurguit. So you do have 4 different options for a first stride if you are on Gurguit. I mean, if you're on, actually, if you're on either one of them, but if you're on Gurguit, I strongly suggest you're going to go to Scourge most times first, just because you can just chain call and get him real big, and then the units you call out are going to get bigger too. So, then we play 4 copies of Absolution, Lion King, Mithril, Ezel. So we have our Ezel Stride. His ability is Counterblast 1 and choose a face-down card named Absolution, Lion King, Mithril, Ezel in your G-Zone and turn it face up. If you have a heart card with Ezel in its card name, unlock all of your locked cards, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, search for 1 card among them, call it to rear guard, shuffle your deck, and increase that unit and this unit's power by the original power of the unit called with this unit's effect. So, you can get out a really strong rear guard, pump up your Ezel Vanguard, and unlock all your locked units if you're in the Link Joker match. And then for our other big boss unit, we have 4 copies of Sunrise Ray Radiant Sword Gurguit. This might be a little bit overkill, maybe, but I just like having it because he is so good. Shiny! So, his skill is Vanguard Generation Break 2 Unite, Counterblast 1, and Soul Blast 2. This unit gets plus 5,000 power for each of your opponent's rear guards until end of turn, and then choose up to 5 of your rear guards and they gain plus 5,000 power. So you can, he basically pumps your entire field, you know, he's really good to be the final push, and so. Next we play 2 Sacred Heaven Prayer Master Rhea. This G Guardian, she gets plus 5,000 power if you have 2 or more rear guards. And then we're playing 2 Golden Beast Slamy Flare. Slamy Flare is, I'm throwing it. When this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle, you may take 1 of your rear guards and put them on the bottom of your deck. If you do, look at the 5 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 2 cards with different grades from among them and call them to the Guardian Circle. So it gives you another outlet to guard with. So that's that. So, that is my Ezel Gurguit deck. I've had lots of fun playing it. It's actually quite fun to play. It's very consistent, actually, as well. And that's, you know, that's always a plus. I really enjoy, I've always enjoyed Ezel, and I'm glad that Gurguit mixes well with him. It's a lot of fun to play. It's not your standard Gurguit deck because obviously most people just prefer to run just him or just Ezel, but I like mixing Ezel with other gold paladins. I think Ezel blends very well with a lot of other things that people don't give him credit for. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up this video. Leave any suggestions for deck profiles, video discussions, or vlogs that you would like to see below. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.